Now it's live. Hello there, and good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting from South Jackson, Tennessee, ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. First of all, turned out to be a beautiful day, as you well know. It was a nice sunny day today. Temperatures wasn't too bad. It got on up there toward, low 60s actually. It's not too bad for this time of the year. Since I did miss yesterday's video, which I apologize for that, yesterday's low temperature here was 29 degrees. Yesterday's high was 67 degrees. And of course we had no rainfall yesterday here. I'm still at 3.24 for the month. And normal is 2.48, and I'm at 20.16 for the year. Normal is 10.72 for those of you who are keeping track of that, including myself. Alrighty, as of today, as of 5 p.m., the skies were clear then. They still are. The temperature was, what was it at 5 p.m.? 56 degrees. 56 degrees at 5 p.m. As of 8:52 p.m., it's already down to 42 degrees. We got one more cold night tonight coming, and after that, it's going to slowly start warming up and be almost like spring, which is just around the corner, maybe a couple of days from now. Alrighty, this morning's low temperature was 32 degrees this morning. Today's high got up to 61 degrees. Of course, no rain fell today since midnight. Lowest humidity today was a comfortable 29%. That occurred at 4 p.m., while the highest would be 79%, and that occurred at 8 a.m. Lowest dew point temperature was 24 degrees as of 4 p.m., while the highest would be 32 degrees. That occurred at 12, 8, and 9 a.m. this morning. Lowest barometric pressure today was 30.31 inches, and that occurred at 12 through 2 a.m., while the highest would be 30.44 inches, and that occurred at 10 and 11 a.m. this morning. Today's highest wind gust was 19 miles per hour out of the northeast, and that occurred right around lunchtime, 11:58 a.m. this morning. Today's records for March the 18th, the hottest high would be 86 degrees, and that happened in 1982, while the coolest high, I'm going to start calling it that for now, coolest high would be 44 degrees, and that occurred in 1965 and again in 1988, while the warmest low would be 66 degrees, and that occurred in 2008, while the coldest low would be 22 degrees, and that happened in 1967. Today's rainfall record would be 2.40 inches, and that fell in 1992, and the snowfall record would be a trace today, and that fell in 1949 and again in 1960. Alrighty, that's the basic climate summary for the evening. I'll show you a few graphs, and that'll be it for the evening, I guess. Got beautiful radar tonight. Nothing's on it. It's empty of echoes, if I may put it that way. I'll show you the evidence of it, I guess. Let you see it also. It's pretty much clear all across West Tennessee this evening. Like I said, no echoes anywhere nearby. And the national forecast map, or the current one, will show you that's almost true of the whole nation. Well, beautiful here in West Tennessee this evening, and throughout the state of Tennessee for that matter. A slightly wider view so that you can see our neighborhood and our neighboring states and what the weather's like around us. Very tranquil, pretty much all the way around this evening. Had a great Monday, and we got a great Tuesday coming up too. Otherwise, let's look at the satellite picture. Satellite picture is showing pretty good map tonight. Very few clouds around us at all. A few over in Middle and East Tennessee, they're mainly high clouds though. Clear here in West Tennessee. There's a few clouds over there in Kansas. It's going to be moving kind of toward us, but to our north. But they probably start dissipating as they approach West Tennessee, since our air is so dry and all. But that's all right. Otherwise, not too bad in the southeast. Florida is kind of covered up with clouds tonight, so it's cloudy in most of Florida tonight, and good part of the southeast, except here in Tennessee, especially west and north of Nashville, Tennessee, and of course over here in West Tennessee. All right, that's the current satellite picture for tonight. Let's go ahead and look at the current surface map, thanks to the Weather Channel. And it shows, as you can see, a cold front moved through earlier today. It's become stationary to our south. That's why we had those northerly winds today. Most of the precipitation in the country is confined down to parts of Florida, but it's light down there, it looks like, according to this map. A little light rain along the eastern seaboard of North Carolina, but nothing heavy over there either. A little minor snow up in New York State and that part of the country. And a little bit of light rain in the Great Plains area, northern Great Plains. And a little bit out in the Pacific Southwest. Maybe a real small spots there in western Texas. Other than that, country is fairly dry this evening. A great day here in the United States on this Monday. Alright, let's look at tomorrow's forecast map, courtesy of course, the Weather Channel. And tomorrow morning's forecast map, if I can get it to come up. Here it is, Tuesday morning. Looks pretty good. Not a whole lot of difference from tonight. As you can see, for Tuesday morning, it looks like high pressure is over West Virginia, taking care of us. Low pressure is off of the North Carolina coast by then, and it looks like the rain's gone by tomorrow morning over there. Still a little bit of rain down in Florida, in at least the southern half, but it's still not super heavy down there, though. Just average showers that they would expect down there from time to time. The other precipitation to be over in Nebraska, a little bit of rain over in that area. You see where it was lighter and heavier in spots. Of course, the darker green indicates it more of a steady light rain, but it's surrounded by a lot of light rain, of course, there. Still no big deal there either. And that pretty much covers the whole nation. It's going to be fairly dry again tomorrow morning here in the United States. All right, cool. Let's move on to tomorrow midday. Not a whole lot of difference. It looks like very similar conditions. The low pressure is still over Kansas, a little bit of rain there in northern Kansas and northern Missouri. Looks like it's, fairly light though for the most part. And otherwise, the nation's fairly dry. There you see where the lows and highs are, and where the cold fronts are, various fronts. And really, that the Missouri and that area there is really about the only part of the country that is raining other than southern Florida. Otherwise, the nation's fairly dry tomorrow, even at midday. Alrighty, let's move on to tomorrow evening's forecast map. For Tuesday evening, it looks like it's going to be no pressure over Kansas and Missouri area. Creating a little bit of rain there in Oklahoma, Kansas, and northern Missouri. And still not widespread, though. And not all that heavy up there either. Maybe a little bit of snow up in Canada, just north of Minnesota. But nothing big up there. Otherwise, still a little bit of rain by tomorrow night in the southern sections of Florida, but mainly light down there. And there you see the fronts of where they are by tomorrow evening. Still not a bad day at all for Tuesday evening in the United States coming up tomorrow night. Alrighty. Now let's look at the local forecast, a little more precise forecast for Jackson and West Tennessee. Let me turn the camera around so I can read a few days to you and give you an idea of what's coming our way. Not really much is coming our way. not in the immediate future anyways. It's going to be basically fair skies tonight, clear skies for the most part. That's going to continue tomorrow. Fair skies tomorrow as well. And I believe it's for Wednesday as well. Yeah, Wednesday at least till Wednesday night. Then we have a 60% chance of some showers by Wednesday night. That'll be clearing up after midnight, becoming fair again by Thursday. Then it looks like fair skies Friday and Saturday. Cloudy again by Saturday night. And then that'll last for most of Sunday with a small chance for some showers by Sunday night. And then cloudy next Monday with more chances for showers and thunderstorms. And mostly cloudy next Tuesday as well with a small chance for showers on that day. And then finally back to mostly clear skies by Wednesday of next week. That gives you a real quick forecast on the extended there. Let me give you a few specifics on the highs and lows and stuff. Tuesday, low near 31. This Tuesday, tomorrow morning, low near 31. One more morning of below freezing temperatures is possible, or likely. Tomorrow's high should get up to around 58 degrees, which is just a little bit cooler than today's 61, I think it was, I said. I can't read moon writing. Isn't that kind of pitiful? Yeah, 61 was today's high. Be 58 tomorrow. We have east winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour tomorrow. The moon will be setting tomorrow morning at 5:36 a.m. The sun will be coming up tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and be setting at 7:05 p.m. tomorrow evening. Moon will be rising tomorrow evening at 5:41 p.m. and be setting at 6:20 a.m. Wednesday morning. Wednesday, fair skies all day, most of the day at least. Then by sunset, which will be about 7:06 p.m., should become mostly cloudy by then. And then we have a 60% chance of a few showers by Wednesday night. Also, spring begins Wednesday evening right around 5 p.m., 4:58 p.m. to be exact, when spring finally officially arrives. We'll have a low of 35 and a high of 58 on Wednesday, with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And the sun will be rising Wednesday at 6:59 a.m. and be setting at 7:06 p.m. Oh, by the way, the full moon will be complete Wednesday also. That's going to be an interesting evening that evening, especially since might become mostly cloudy towards sunset. Let's hope it's clear long enough to at least see the full moon come up, which it should come up about 6:53 p.m. Wednesday night, which is actually just a little before the sun sets at 7:06 p.m. I just love that kind of time frame there when the sun and the moon, when the sun goes down, the moon comes up at about the same time, or within a few minutes of each other. And it looks like it's going to happen Wednesday evening of this week. Alrighty, we'll have southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour Wednesday. Thursday, we're back to fair skies, Thursday and Friday. Low of 39 Thursday morning, high of 60 Thursday. Northwest winds at 10 to 20. Low of 35 Friday morning, high of 66, with north winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. And by next Saturday, fair skies till Saturday night, then becoming mostly cloudy. Low of 39, high of 69, with southeast winds at 5 to 15. And by next Sunday, March 24th, mostly cloudy with a small 40% chance of a few showers by Sunday night. Low of 46, high of 70, with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then Monday, March 25th, Monday week, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of a few showers and thunderstorms. Low of 53, high of 68, with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And finally, well, almost finally, Tuesday of next week, March 26th, mostly cloudy with a small 40% chance of a few showers, low of 56, high of 66, with west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And it's going to finally clear out again by Wednesday of next week, March 27th, with a low near 47, a high of 67, with west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So it's going to be kind of going back and forth a little bit, but on average, highs are going to be kind of steadily in the mid to upper 60s for the next several days, and after tomorrow morning, our lows should stay above freezing pretty much every morning for at least the next 9 days anyways. And that's kind of a little hint towards spring as well. But officially it begins Wednesday evening again around 5 p.m. Thursday will be the first full day of spring. And it'll be pretty that day too. 39 and 60 for the low and high on that day. Well, alrighty, I think that concludes it for tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing and subscribing and leaving some nice comments on my video from time to time that some of you do. I appreciate that. And hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to you. I plan on it at least again tomorrow night. And until then, good night and may God bless you.